Hi guys, today I'm going to show you another recipe. This is called the Székelygulyás. It's a variety of the world famous Hungarian goulash that came from Transylvania. And we are going to need for this Székelygulyás about 2 pounds of sauerkraut, about 1.5 pounds of normally it is made of pork, but I substitute this today with turkey. Usually you can substitute almost all the Hungarian dishes made from pork with turkey meat. Then we need about a mid-size onion. We need about one half sweet pepper, a couple of tablespoons of flour, one big tablespoon of paprika, black pepper, salt, a little bit of sour cream, and a medium size chopped tomato. Okay, here we go. And of course we are going to need some sunflower or corn oil. Okay, my assistant is helping me with preparing this dish. So we added the onion to our preheated oil, and now we have to simmer it for about 5, maybe 10 minutes, just to let it have some nice and golden color. While frying the onions, you have to simmer them all the time, not to let them burn down. Be careful about that. Okay. Now our the onion seems to be ready, so we are going to remove it from the heat. This is a very critical point, because before adding the red paprika, we have to let it cool down about a minute approximately. Because if you will add, all the time I repeat it, if you will add the paprika while the onion is still burning, frying, so you are going to burn down the paprika. So that's why we have to wait about half a minute, a minute. Okay, we are ready to add the paprika. Just mix thoroughly, just like that. Now we can add our meat. Okay, we are going to add the meat. Now you have to mix it just a little bit, and for the first 5 or 10 minutes you don't have to add any water, no stock, no soup, no nothing. Just let the meat to fry in its own juice, just to let the juices come out from the meat. That is the secret of the real Hungarian goulash or any Hungarian stew. Don't forget, while simmering, don't forget to steer the meat all the time, because it will burn down easily. We don't want that. We just want to have that nice juice from the meat come out. Okay, you see, after about 10 minutes of the simmering, the meat gave us a little juice, and it just fries nicely in its own juice. So now it's time to add some water. Like half a cup, maybe about 5 ounces, 150 grams, milliliters. Okay, now we are going to add the pepper, the sweet pepper. Whether it is yellow or green or red makes no difference. Whatever you like or whatever you have available. We are going to add a little bit of salt, just a little bit, because I like to add the salt gradually. And we are going to add the pepper, black pepper, or you can use, I like a mixture of different peppers, black, green, and red. Taste gets much better. After another 5 minutes, we add the tomatoes, and from this moment we need another 20 or 30 minutes to get that Székelygulyás ready. In the meantime, we add a little bit of salt. Actually, while making the Székelygulyás, be careful with the salt, because you are going to use the sauerkraut, which is quite salty sometimes. Okay guys, 30 minutes later, when the meat is almost ready, we are going to add the sauerkraut. Of course, if you bought your sauerkraut from the supermarket, so the best deal before adding the sauerkraut to the meat, you have to rinse it with some cold water. Just add maybe a quarter or 2 quarts of cold water to the sauerkraut, then rinse it, and now you can add it to your meat. And when you added the sauerkraut, we need about 5, maybe 10 minutes, depending on the softness or crunchiness of your sauerkraut, to get the whole meal ready. Almost forgot, you can add, it depends on your taste. Normally in the traditional Hungarian recipe, you have to add the caraway or cumin seeds, something like that. Okay, then we mix everything, and we need about 5-10 minutes, like I said before. At this stage you can as well cover your pot with a lid, and then it will be ready even faster. In the meantime, we are going to make our flour and sour cream mixture. You add the flour to the sour cream, and you have to mix it thoroughly, just to have it a nice smooth texture, just like that. Okay, and now this is the final step of the preparation. We add the texture, this flour and sour cream mixture to our sauerkraut and the meat. Mix thoroughly. And now we need about 2 or 3, not more than 5 minutes of very, very gentle simmering. Okay guys, our meal is ready. Enjoy it. The best deal is to enjoy it with some simple white bread or whole wheat bread. If you want, you can have it with a little bit of rice, but normally in Hungary people just eat it with a nice big piece of white bread. So see you next time on my other videos. Please comment, subscribe.